Ice. That's what killed Tom Fellows. Crystal meth.
I wonder where the hell it came from.
That's that junk they've been making in Hawaii. We've been seeing more and more problems with it since it showed up on the streets.
Well, I know what it is, but what was he doing with it? Tom was a good cop. He was too smart to be messing with that stuff.
Who broke it to his wife?
I did.
You?
Didn't seem to be anybody else. His partner's all torn up.
When is that damn city council gonna understand what we're fighting here? Give us a budget we can work with.
I know.
Sorry, Cruz. I should have talked to her.
That's all right, Vic. You know, at least Marie knows me. Tom used to work on him before he transferred to narcotics. As a matter of fact, I think you were his replacement.
Oh.
She's got 2 kids. Her family's all back east. There's a neighbor staying with her today. Man, it just doesn't make sense. We need to talk to his partner.
Okay. I'll get him in here.
Give me 15 minutes, will you?
You got it.
Hi.
Morning, Eden.
Should get some sleep, Vic.
Okay, I will. Yeah. Tell him.
Yeah. I would tell you, but it wouldn't do any good.
What have we here?
Breakfast.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. Are you all right?
Yeah. Sorry about the all-nighter.
I understand.
I called about half an hour ago, but I guess you'd already left.
Yeah, well, your father came to pick up the kids and take them to the park. And I went and took some things over to Marie Fellows.
Yeah, how's she doing this morning?
Well, you know, she's a strong woman. Remember how patient she was listening to me when I was afraid of you getting on the force? Wanted you to take that desk job with Daddy. It's like she's been preparing for this for a long time. I don't know. I promised myself I wouldn't bring this up, and I think it's best if I keep my promise.
Yeah. There was a message on the machine when I called from that Mrs. Soderham, used to work in the orphanage.
What'd she say?
She said you should get in touch, something about the picture. You can use my phone if you want.
Oh, great. Well, you know, I thought it was a dead end. I thought maybe she was a little senile, you know. Let's see. You know, I had a very interesting conversation with Derek Griffin's butler last night at the Orient Express after he left. Basically told me to keep my nose in my own business and to give Derek his privacy. Which, of course, made me feel like I was on to something, judging from... Hello? Hi, I'd like to speak to Mrs. Soderham, please. This is Eden Castillo.
Judging from what?
Mrs. Soderham? Hi, this is Eden.
Oh, Ms. Castillo.
Hi.
I'm so glad you called. You know, I've been studying that picture you gave me yesterday and going over it and over it in my head, and I finally remembered the names of those children.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
Well, there's Derek, of course, like I said, and the other boys are Richard Elfin and Jimmy Laughlin and Howard Pace.
Oh, I can't thank you enough for calling me. I really appreciate your help.
Oh, well, the faces may be blurred, but my memory is not.
Well, of course it isn't. And I really appreciate your help on this story.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Oh, thank you. You know, I never would have been able to remember those names without your help. It's so hard for me to make out those little faces in the picture. Mrs. Castillo should be thanking you just now.
Me? Oh, no, I think you should take the credit, Mrs. Soderham. But it'll be our little secret.
Do you know what this is?
Ice.
Yeah. Which your partner was apparently using. He OD'd on it.
No way. Tom would never have touched that stuff.
Now, come on, Ed. We know how many drug busts you made over the years. You're gonna tell me nobody ever kept a little secret stash on the side for research purposes? Maybe just a touch of cocaine now and then?
Nothing. Tom Fellows Tom was the best cop in this division. He never took anything. And anyone who says he did can answer to me.
I had to ask. Thanks.
Cruz, you gotta find out how this happened.
We will. They offer you any time off, Ed?
There's no one to cover for me. Tom wouldn't have wanted that anyway. You love being a cop, you know. You'll be okay.
What do you think?
Same as you. He's telling the truth, and it's one lousy world to be a cop in. That forensics report is due in an hour. I'd appreciate it if you'd go over it with me. In the meantime, feel free to catch a nap.
Yeah, I'd really love to get a little breakfast.
Go. Be my guest, man.
Thanks. I'm not gonna eat it just yet. I'm just gonna hold on to it and wait and see how hungry Cruz gets.
I always bring one for you, Vic.
Thanks.
Hey, sweetie.
Did you find what you needed to know?
Well, computer at the studio really didn't do me any good. Guess I could go to the library. I don't suppose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out of here for about half an hour. I gotta file a report with the captain.
Great. Well, I'll finish your coffee for you.
Yeah, knock the socks off.
Yeah.
You remember the mainframe password?
Faces I forget. Passwords never.
And I don't have to remind you that no matter what you come up with, you're gonna think twice before you jump because you're just a reporter and there's a line you can't cross. Yeah.
I know.
Good luck.
Thank you. Okay. Let's see. You're still in Santa Barbara. Richard Elflin. Deceased. Howard Pace. Oh, deceased. James Laughlin. All three of them are dead.
Leave the lights on.
We don't have much time.
Don't worry, Alfred. The nuns are downstairs at morning mass with the children.
If they catch us in here.
Yes, thank you for the photos.
What about the descriptions?
Oh, no. She'll only look at the photos. Descriptions are close enough. Get the door open.
You know him?
Yeah. Yeah, I seen him at the bar. I thought he was an undercover cop.
How did you know that?
I worked undercover. I know what to look for, but I don't think anybody else would. Haven't seen him for a couple of days, so.
Yeah, you won't. He's dead.
What happened?
Well, I can't tell you. Would you mind being here in a little while so you could look at some mug shots, maybe try to identify some of the people he hung with?
I don't know if I ever saw him with anybody.
Well, anything would help at this point.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. He was a good cop. Somewhere along the line, he made a mistake.
How you know that?
He's dead, and he shouldn't be.
Well, we all like to think that if you don't make a mistake, you can go through this job and end up alive. But we both know that that doesn't necessarily work that way.
No, it doesn't. That's not the way it works. I'm amazed more people don't walk away from this job.
Well, maybe you can't if that's what you've been called to do. Look, I tried to walk away from this job 8 years ago, and...
You tried and what? What?
And I still dream about it. I have for 8 years. I don't know if it's working with Nicky or whatever, but I have this dream. I walk into my room and the uniform is lying there on the foot of my bed. And I'm never surprised because in my dreams I have never stopped being a cop. And I put on the uniform, but when I go to pick up the badge, I hear a gunshot, so.
Michael, maybe you need to go back to being a cop in real life. What happened to Jamie was not your fault. That a kid got shot was not your fault. It wasn't the way you were doing your job. You were set up. It happens. It's not easy being a cop. It never has been. The solutions don't come easy. Sometimes they don't come at all. But what are you supposed to do? Where are you supposed to go? I come here every day and I put on the badge and I do the best I can. Because it's where I belong. I think maybe it's where you belong too.
Sister Allegra? Richard Elfin, Tom Laughlin, and Pace. Same voice, all right.
Cruz, can I see you for a couple of minutes?
Yeah. Did you get the forensics report?
Yeah, they just called. It was ice that killed Tom. We didn't need forensics to tell us that. It was injected, a heavy dose. It must have killed him in the first couple of minutes.
We didn't find any works on him and we looked.
But there were marks on Fellow's arms, indicating bruises and that he was held or restrained.
While some bastard shot him up.
Murder one.
I knew it.
So he got too close and then they took him out. Now, forensics will have a full written report in a couple hours.
Okay, thanks, Vic.
Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I saw the look on Boswell's face. What's going on here, Cruz?
Somebody murdered a cop. Right now, that's all I know. I'd appreciate all the information the Honolulu police could give us. Because they've had a hell of a lot more experience dealing with ice than we have. Supply routes, typical contaminants, tolerance, lethal dosage. I don't know, you tell me. Much obliged.
I came at a bad time.
On a bad day, any time is a good time.
Well, I made a mistake.
What does that mean?
I checked the names that Mr. Soderheim gave me.
And?
And, you know, the three boys in the picture with Derek, I checked them on your computer and they were dead. So I went over to the children's orphanage and looked through the files.
Wait. Don't tell me you broke in. You're not telling me that, are you?
I didn't break in. Exactly. I just sort of rearranged the files a little bit when I heard someone coming down the hall.
Or did I not tell you there was a line you can't afford to cross in this?
No, I know that, but I just had to check to see if the photos in the files were the same as the photo that I had, and it was, and Derek was just trying to protect the memory of three old friends.
You think? I mean, doesn't that strike you as strange, that 3 out of the 4 boys in that picture would end up dead? They'd be young men by now.
Well, one of them died in a military mishap, an auto accident. The other one had leukemia.
Huh. Well, I guess that's the end of the big mystery. You better get in there. The exam starts in 5 minutes. Good luck, Inspector.
Thanks, Inspector.